Chris Gardner, a loving father, faced a dire situation. His life was spiraling out of control, and he felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. His investment in bone density scanners, meant to secure his family's future, had backfired. The devices, which he believed would be revolutionary, were not selling. The scanners went unsold, draining his savings and plunging him into financial ruin. Bills piled up, and his bank account dwindled to nothing. He found himself struggling to provide for his son, Christopher, the most important person in his life. The small apartment they lived in felt even smaller as the pressure mounted. Every day was a struggle to keep a roof over their heads and food on the table. Simple meals became their norm, and luxuries were a distant memory. Despite the mounting pressure, Chris refused to give up. He worked late into the night, studying and striving to find a way out of their dire situation. He was determined to create a better life for himself and his son, clinging to the belief that hard work and perseverance would pave the path to a brighter future. Together, they faced each day with hope. Little did he know his journey would test his resolve in unimaginable ways, demanding every ounce of his strength and determination. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, but Chris was ready to face them head-on. The Gardners' financial hardship reached a breaking point. They had been struggling for months, trying to make ends meet, but the mounting bills and overdue rent were too much to handle. They were evicted from their apartment, forcing them into homelessness. The family packed their belongings into their car, leaving behind the place they once called home. Chris found himself facing the harsh realities of living on the streets, carrying the weight of his son's well-being on his shoulders. The cold nights and uncertain days were a constant reminder of their dire situation. The once distant fear of shelters became their reality, a stark contrast to the life he had envisioned for Christopher. The shelter provided a roof over their heads, but it was far from the stability they needed. Adding to his struggles, Chris's wife, overwhelmed by their circumstances, made the heartbreaking decision to leave. The emotional toll of their situation was too much for her to bear. He was now a single father, grappling with homelessness and the emotional turmoil of a broken family. The weight of responsibility grew heavier with each passing day. Yet, even in the face of such despair, Chris refused to let go of hope. He knew that giving up was not an option, and he had to find a way to provide for his son. He knew he had to be strong for himself and for his son. Their bond grew stronger as they faced each challenge together, finding strength in each other. In a stroke of luck, Chris landed an unpaid internship at a prestigious brokerage firm. This was a rare opportunity, one that many aspired to but few achieved. It was a highly competitive opportunity, with the promise of a single paid position at the very end. The stakes were incredibly high, and everyone knew it. Chris saw this as a chance to turn his life around, a glimmer of hope in the darkness. He believed this could be the key to a brighter future. He threw himself into the program, determined to prove himself worthy. Every task, no matter how small, was an opportunity to shine. However, the challenges were far from over. The workload was immense, and the pressure was relentless. Juggling his internship with caring for his son while being homeless tested his resilience daily. Each day was a battle, but he refused to give up. He worked tirelessly, using every spare moment to learn and excel. Late nights and early mornings became his new normal. His determination never wavered, fueled by the dream of a better future for himself and Christopher. This dream kept him going, no matter how tough things got. Chris's unwavering commitment and tireless work ethic did not go unnoticed by those around him. His supervisors recognized his talent, his dedication, and his unwavering spirit, which set him apart. When the time came, it was Chris who was offered the coveted paid position he had longed for. His perseverance had triumphed over adversity, proving that even in the face of unimaginable challenges, hope can pave the way to success. The Pursuit of Happyness is more than just a film. It's a powerful testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. Chris Gardner's story reminds us that no matter how difficult life becomes, persistence, hard work, and hope can lead us towards a brighter future.